Hey guys, welcome to Raj Makes Money, and we have 2 days in a row of winner winner chicken dinner. We are making money again in the markets, so doing great. Everything's looking good. Hopefully you guys all had a terrific day in the market. The overall markets really weren't up very much today, just a few points. It was pretty small, but the stocks that we were in had a great day. CCIV has started to explode, up 2 points today on its way to that big launch. So hopefully it keeps going. And we had IDX up today, Jaguar up a small amount. It was up a lot more earlier. And of course AMC. And the only thing down today was Kinetics, which has been struggling as of late. But hey, let's take a look, see how we did. So up $333,000. So this puts us up for the year now over 1.1 million. So up over 20% again for the year. Hopefully we're on our way to get back up over 40% here soon if everything keeps going. But everything's going in the right direction, looking good, and can't complain. Of course, I hedged some stuff, which cost me, I would have been up probably another $600,000, 5 to 600 grand today. But my hedges, which, you have to hedge stuff, didn't go as well as planned. And I'll show you what happened, not what happened, but some of the stuff I was doing. And, like for example, AMC, I bought 10,000 more AMC today at $41, and I sold the $42 contract when it was around that price because the premium was $5.50 plus I had another dollar. I said, you know what, on 10,000 contracts, if I can make 65,000, between now and Friday, it's going to be a terrific week. I wasn't looking to get greedy and get, over crazy there. But it, like, all of a sudden after I sold those contracts, if I would have waited a half hour longer, it would have been crazy. So let me show you here. So on these 10,000 shares of stock, so at the end of the day, as long as this is above $42, I really don't care if AMC goes to $1,000 tomorrow or goes to $43 on Friday. At the end of the day, what I've done is I basically built in my profit, which on a $400,000 spend to make $65,000 in 2 days, that return on investment, percentage-wise is, in the hundreds of percents. So basically what I did is I bought 10,000 shares, a little bit under $41 or so, and then I sold these 100 contracts. Well, then the stock exploded, so I basically have a $217,000 profit here, and this position I lost 180 grand. So at the end of the day, by Friday, as long as it's above $42, I'm going to make $65,000. Today, off of this, I made basically $37,000, so I basically have another $28,000 in profit to play with. Same thing with CCIV. So this gets a little bit more complicated because I have 20,000 shares of stock that those 20,000 will be gone because I sold 1,200 contracts. These two positions have cost me $460,000. Last week, if you remember, these positions made me some money, and I made a little money off of these, this $80,000. But yeah, overall, it's cost me a fortune. But on the flip side, it's covered by these positions, which are gaining a lot. At the end of the day, I would much rather have get CCIV, Friday to $25, close all this out, be up another. I've got about another five. If CCIV was at $25 on Friday, I've got about 600,000 more dollars in play here. I'd be very happy. I got another 30,000 on AMC. I'd love to see IDX keep climbing. We did raise the 350s, so if we do sell those 350s, we raised it to 30 cents. They are at 21 cents right now. We would have been filled. This is a little dangerous because if IDX comes down in price again, then you may not get filled. It's very tough. I try and explain to some people, I don't micromanage my account. So I look at my account as a whole. If I can make $333,000, I made some moves that obviously, like I said, cost me today alone. If you take these things alone today, $600,000 almost, 174 grand here, 200,000 here, and 180 here. So if I didn't have those hedges out there, I would have picked up 570, 580, 600,000 more today. The flip side is, if this stuff would have went down, I, wouldn't have picked up this 80,000, another 130,000. So sometimes these work out really well, and sometimes they don't. and it's kind of tough. I can't really make a lot of moves on those until Friday. Now, a couple of things I could do, I could write these 2150s and I could roll them up if I wanted. So if I didn't want to, so the good news is I could roll up and find something, you know, the 2150. So if we were to drill down in this, and I'll show you guys. So the 21, well, I'll just pull up the chart and make it a little easier. But if we go to, let's see, we need to go to, oh, there it is, trade, and we go to our option change on CCIV. So this is when you can roll up. The downside to rolling up on all this is if CCIV takes up even more, it'll kind of could hurt you. If it goes down, you'd come out okay. But here's CCIV. So we have the 20, let me show it up to show 16 here. We have the 2150 call. That's sitting at $2.22 right now. So we're sitting on that. So if we go out next month and we look at what calls we can write, that would be $2.22. We could basically go up to the 22 calls. So we could pick up about 50 cents, because once these things get too far away and the premiums, then it gets even a bigger headache. But if we wanted to, on 1,200 contracts, we could pick up about $60,000. So that's one opportunity we could look at. Same with the 22s. The 22s are sitting at $1.75. We could come out and look for something next week at $1.75, and we could go up to the 2250s. We could even go up to the 23s, and we would be spending, you know, if we have to pay $1.75 and we only get $1.58, it would actually cost us 30, 40 grand, but we could pick up $120,000. So there's a lot of moves we can make. At the end of the day, I think the move that makes the most sense is, like I said, let this thing run. I don't care how high it runs. Unfortunately, my hedges were bad timing. It didn't work out the best, but made a lot of money, and we're way back. You know, at one point we were down 700,000 this year. At one point, our high this year, we were up about 2.5 million. I think, you know, like I said, if CCIV gets to $25, we're going to be closing in on up 2 million and getting right back there to those highs, you know, for the year. I mean, just anything. And it's like I said, it's also harder. A lot of people say, you know, Raja, do this, do that. It's very easy to manage 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, $100,000. When you're managing, you know, $6.5 million and trying to make trades and stuff, you have a lot of stuff at stake, and you can't get off trades as easy when stuff is a lot lower in price. So a lot of people always are, you know, have all these criticisms. There's a lot of know-it-alls, but if you knew it all, you probably are playing with a lot more money in your account than me, and you're probably not watching this podcast. So at the end of the day, I give it my best, and I pray, and we hope it all works out. Unfortunately, for somebody who it didn't work out for today is Kenny and the research team. They had a horrible day, down $2,900, $2,900 basically. I know Kenny was trimming a lot of positions, he said. He did have a couple of ones that did really well today, but you can see here he trimmed all the stuff out today. So looks like he's trimming. I told Kenny, I said I would have liquidated the whole account, and he should have bought GameStop when it was, or AMC at $18 the other day. He would be a hero right now. He'd be up triple. But Kenny believes in a lot of these. He thinks they're going to go boom again. He's bought a lot of the dips on the way down. It's just tough, you know. Some of these, you know, when they go down fast. And as you can see, it's a lot of stuff to watch. And you know, me and Kenny and the research team, sometimes we look differently, and that's why like these OTCs are very hard to play. If you want to play the, you know, it's the lower end stuff in the OTCs, I've got Jaguar. Same with this one today. Like Jaguar today was all the way up to $1.96 or so, and then it just pooped out. At least it closed up for the day. It didn't close negative, but definitely has had its days. Now CCIV was up as much as like 30 cents after hours. It's all come down, and actually, interesting enough, if you look at like AMC, that went. Still up a little bit after hours, was as high as like $73 today after hours, got halted a bunch of times. Now GameStop turned negative after hours, so that's a, you know, a sign of, you know, people are starting to sell. It was up also after hours, and it's funny to look at, you know, look at BB today, BlackBerry back in play, up, you know, 30%, Express, you know, basically all the stocks before that were the meme stocks that everyone jumped on, they jumped on again. You know, so, and I don't know if this is hurting the overall market, because when everybody starts jumping on all this stuff, then, you know, they're taking money out of actual stocks that probably make sense, that are good stocks, and you know, putting it into the meme stocks and stuff. at some point, this is a house of cards. This stuff's going to crash, unfortunately. Interesting enough, Tesla today was way down again. 18 points. It's falling down. Some crazy person told me that hurry up and start buying gas stocks and sell all your EV stuff because the EVC market's going to crash because the power supplies, the grid can't handle charging all these cars. Well, unfortunately, that person hasn't heard about solar and other stuff. I think it's going to be more efficient and cheaper to power all of these electric vehicles in the future, and the grids will be just fine. He said, buy Halliburton, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't see the EV market crashing and stuff. But also, like NIO was down today too, which was surprising. Because, like I said, I thought with the rally, because like I said, IDX was up. And keeps going. But, this one has also been as high as $5. And I think this one was, when all the meme stocks were rocking, this is when this thing got up to that $5. So, this one can definitely explode. I'm happy I haven't hedged it yet. Maybe, like I said, because this thing goes to $4 or who knows, it could go back to $5, no need to hedge it right now. And this is where those hedges are good or bad. But like I said, at the end of the day, if I got $3.50 out of this, I'd be very happy. I'd have my money. So if we can get another 30 cents and we can hedge it for 30 cents, 60 cents on 180,000 shares, that'd be another $90,000 in the next 2 weeks that we could hit on. So lots of stuff going on, lots of parts moving. But and definitely, like I said, Jaguar, I don't know why this thing, like I said, I think this one was big with the memes and the Reddit and everyone saying buy it this time of the day. But this is another one. If this thing goes, and gets back up to that $4, I'm into it now with my that I averaged down and everything. I'm into it for around $3. So, but I got 120,000 shares, so another dollar out of this thing is another 120 grand in the account. So, like I said, I think I easily could get back up to $2 million here in the next week or two if everything works out and stuff keeps moving. But as I say, everything that goes up must come down. Let's take a look at this one, because this one came down $30,000 from its highs. Now it's down $25,000 from its highs. But Bitcoin coming back a little bit, $37,000. Here's our Coinbase count today is at $80,637. So in the last 24 hours, we are from our lows, 77,000. Been as high as 81, almost 82,000, so right around $80,000. Now Dogecoin keeps going up. This has been as high as 44 cents today. This is probably going up because of Coinbase is going to start allowing it on their Pro system starting tomorrow, and they're doing intake, and there's like a 3-stage phase, and it'll definitely be interesting. But that is what I got on that one. But hey, let's take some questions. What do you guys got today? Derek says averaging down was smart. Thank you, Derek. Satoshi, electric vehicles are not environmentally friendly. Where do these people think that the electricity comes from? Coal and natural gas power plants. All the windmills around the Midwest are broken and don't work because of the harsh climate. Well, I agree with the first part, and the second part I'm not sure about. I had no idea that all the windmills, I see huge windmill farms out there, so I would hope they could fix them, because I know that's a big product in Colorado is making the windmills. I know that was a big industry here for people making that stuff, so definitely be interesting. John says, it is true that dirty energy still powers most electric used, so definitely. Penny had an AMC and sold today, 61.25. Great profit, but time to take a profit. Yeah, like I said, definitely. Mark says you already go over AMC. Yeah, we talked about it. I showed what I did with it and stuff today. Basically I made a play to make $65,000. I did not expect it to go up 30 more points, 25, 30 more points after I got it. I would have waited an hour, but you never know. It could also, after actually when I did buy it, it actually went down. And I could have been, in worse shape. So I definitely wanted to catch that hedge and catch it right. It is just crazy, the volatility and the premiums on some of this stuff. But, you see how this stuff moves. So that's why it's so volatile. If, something goes down, that quickly, it doesn't matter if you get $5 for it. If it goes down, 30 points, you lost $25 a share. So, it's very, the hedges pay off because you need to hedge stuff so that you're in the know, but you also have to be very careful because if this stuff goes down quickly, you could also get wiped out very fast. So definitely be interesting. Trey Lander says, do you plan to place any puts Any puts on AMC? I think it's definitely going to come down. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's look at AMC. This is a company that was, valuation now, double from, they were making fun of it at, 15 billion the other day. Now it's a $28 billion company. I mean, that's insane. This company is losing money. It's not going to make any money. All the analysts, the 1 year target, is for $5.11. Even if it was worth $10, which is not, but it's just insane. Even the company who did that $300 million deal the other day to buy the stock at $28, they took their profit and were out the same day. I didn't. To me, that was a whole inside job, or so. Who knows? But AMC is smart. They took advantage of this, and they'll probably take advantage of it again. They'll raise a bunch more money so that they have great cash on hand. Doesn't really cost. They don't care. The CEO will take some $10 million bonus and say, look what I've done. I'm the greatest. I got my stock to $70. But there's no value to it. If you think GameStop's bad, AMC's it's the same boat. It's the same as Bitcoin. It's the same as all these coins. Like I've said, it's I don't have any fear of missing out. I'm just going to jump on the bandwagon and make a bunch of money. It has enough volume. Traded 745 million shares today. The whole stock only has 500 million. It traded 1.5 times the entire float today. So at some point, people will say the shorts and short squeeze. At some point, these shorts cover, or they have more money than we have. And that's what people always forget. And just as fast as you saw it go up, we've watched all these go down. I remember GameStop at $480, and then I remember watching it hit $80. It went down 400 points. I don't know. It was all short squeezes. Was it the shorts? There's definitely people with a lot more money who manipulate these markets, than we do and stuff, and can make a big impact. And AMC, it's just like GameStop. So GameStop says, look, we're going to change our new business model is going to be buying stuff online. Well, that's great, but we already have all these places to buy stuff online. You already have, Amazons and Best Buys and, Costco, and just download the games from the consoles directly to your consoles, from the manufacturers. You don't need these places. And they know they have 5,000 stores to get rid of. Same with AMC theaters. People, yes, you still want to go out. You want to enjoy big blockbuster movies, but you're not going to go out like you used to and enjoy them because HBO Max, all these other companies have said they figured out something. They said, you know what? We can have this new service called HBO Max and get 25 million people to pay us $10 a month, and that's more money than having these movies sit in a movie theater if we can get all these subscribers, or 100 million people at $10 a month over time. So that is what they're battling against in the movie theater business. And yes, most large blockbuster films will probably just hit movies first. But if HBO Max and these certain want to keep paying members on their services, they're going to need to keep offering stuff to do that. So it's going to be very interesting, the whole future. I think movie theaters with 4 or 5 screens and stuff like that, I think can do very well. I think like the AMC by me with 24 screens, I don't know what the hell they're going to put on all 24 screens, even with blockbuster movies and and like I just said, it's also summertime. This isn't the main season for movie theaters. AMC is not going to have a winning quarter when they announce earnings on their next earning call. It's just not going to be a winning time for them, unfortunately. I've been to the movies. I went to the movies, for a premiere. There was 50 people in the theater. I had some friends who went and saw the new cartoon, Cruella or something. There's 7 people in the theater. Come on, this is the hottest film going. It's just not going to be the same. So you can think what you want, say what you want. It's not going to be the same. Matt Davis, what's up, Russia? I had some great profits with my CCIV calls. Let's go. Congratulations, Matt. Good to hear. Jeff Schwartz, going to get my free popcorn being an AMC shareholder. I don't know, you may need to get that free popcorn to watch it all the way down. So definitely got to be careful with these. Derek Dixon says they probably lose $500 million. Who knows how much they're going to lose? The thing is, they don't care how much they lose because they raised all this capital. They look like heroes and stuff. So John says, always be aware of pink sheet companies. They issue stock to stay afloat and not subject to SEC filing requirements. And a lot of those OTC stocks do that. They have unlimited printing presses, basically. So their stocks do start running, and they can just keep printing money like no other. So let's see. So it says FUBU moving up, big soccer championship coming. Not sure about that. So Derek says, how high can CCIV go? I think CCIV this week, I think the market, I think some of this stuff is gonna take some profits out. It'll be very interesting where it keeps going. Obviously here, look, after hours is bouncing around. This thing was way up after hours. AMC is one. You need to buy it like 3, 4 in the morning when it starts going. It's up a little bit, and then right before the market opens, it seems to really take off. And right when the market opens, then it really takes off, and then it seems to pull back, and it sits around there. That's what I've noticed with it. But then when it exploded today, it's anybody's game there. GameStop. Like I said, down a little bit after hours. CCIV was up 30 cents. Now it's up 4 cents. For me, the ideal situation on CCIV would be around 22.50 on Friday. But like I said, if it's done, it hits 24.50, $25. Who cares? I would like to clean up this whole thing and all my CCIV and get my account, sitting. I would love on Friday if I had my whole account sitting with, $7 million in cash. I could definitely have some fun next week, especially with these meme stocks. Now that I'm understanding how they move, how to play them a little bit better, I think, there's some huge opportunities. You just got to find the right one. And, it's kind of like, GameStop's already there. And the thing is, you can't buy a lot of shares at GameStop at $2.50 a share. AMC, it's going to be a lot harder for people to keep buying it if it's at $65. So, like somebody did say earlier, it is, what is the next one? Is it going to be BlackBerry? Nothing fundamentally has changed with BlackBerry. Is it, posed to go all the way up to $28 again before it crashes? Same with Express. Express is, they're done. Those stores are dead. There's nothing turning this company around. But, magically, enough people believed in it, and I played it. I made a lot of money, and then I owned a bunch of it at $6.50 and sold it at $3 and lost a lot of money. So you have to just be very, very careful with them. Paul says, Raja, I'm just getting on. Love watching your videos. You may have already covered this, but are you thinking AMC is going to keep going higher tomorrow? Paul, I don't know. Like I said, it's very interesting. I think we could see a little bit more. Jeff Schwartz said it's going to hit $100, any day now. This Paulo, he also told me that, that GameStop was going to 780. I don't know. I don't even understand where this money is coming from to spur it. Even if you took the people who are shorting the stock and if they cover right now and they lost $1 billion, somebody has to keep coming up with billions of dollars to make this thing move. So if you want to look at this in layman's terms to figure this out, so let's take AMC. It's up 30 points today. So if AMC was up, hold on a second. AMC was up 30 points today, right? Almost doubled in price. So, and they were a $14 billion company, and now they're a $28 billion company, right? So somebody has to pour in $14 billion more for this stock to get to $100 if we do simple math. For this thing to go up another 30 points, it's going to take $14 billion. That money has to come from somewhere. Yeah, is there money on the sidelines? I'm sure there's $1 million or $2 million on the sidelines, but everybody has to stop selling. And for this valuation to go up $14 billion, that money has to pour in from somewhere. And the other thing is, people are going to start taking profits. People can tell you whatever they want, that they're holding the line, that they're doing this. Well, we've watched all these stocks go up and down. But like I said, the move in AMC, it's just a hot stock. It's just like when, how many people bought, Dogecoin at 70 cents and told me it was going, to $1 to $3 to $5. Well, it's 40. It went all the way down to 20 cents. Now it's 42 cents. And if it wasn't for Coinbase, it would probably still be 30 cents right now. How many people said Bitcoin was going to 100,000 when it was $62,000 and bought some? Well, it's 37,000 right now. It went all the way down to 30,000. People are going to take profits. That's all I can tell you guys. I don't know when they're going to take their profits, but I do know this. They're going to take profits. People want to take money out. People want to look at that money in cash and look at it on the sidelines. CCIV, same thing. This company doesn't have any earnings. It's, this is a hope and a prayer. I like CCIV. I like the car. I like what they're working on and who they have on their team. But this is another one. This thing gets to, like I said, 24 and a half, $25. I am out of here. Could this go to 30? Very well. Could it go to 40? Yes. Could it go to 100? Yeah, maybe in 5 years, 10 years, who knows? Maybe next week. The thing is, at the end of the day, take your profits and be happy. Trust me on that one, and average, and also probably, like I've done sometimes, leave a little bit extra cash, you can average down and take advantage of these big dips and stuff, but looking good there. What else you guys got? What else? What other stocks are looking hot to you guys? How about, this one is still mind-blowing. How about Apple? How about a real company with real profits that was finally up a little bit today? But look at this, guys. This is 20 points off its high. 18% off its highs. While these markets are near their highs, this is a real company, a $2 trillion market cap company, the largest market cap company in the whole world at $2 trillion, and this stock is stuck. It's been as low as hit that 118, bounced off, came all the way back to about 136, and now it's back to 125. I like Apple. I think it's a hell of a company. I think it's got a hell of a future. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, the big lawsuit, is weighing on it and stuff. But even if they lose that lawsuit, which, we won't even know for months, even if they lose it, it's going to take a long time for that to, take place. Look at Amazon. Amazon's another good one. It's near its highs, but it's definitely off its highs. But like I said, look at, remember we were looking at, Zoom, had earnings yesterday, but a lot of these guys, look at these companies, Zoom, this was a $588 stock, it's $327 now. A lot of this stuff, it's still done very well in its years period, but it's come way down, and you have to, just definitely take a look at it. Somebody's talking about pot stocks. Look at Naked today was up like 20%, or 28%, bouncing back. But there's another one. This thing was $3.40. But it's also been 6 cents in the last year. So when the meme stocks and all that stuff starts to move, a lot of this stuff is just going to go. But those are my opinions. And you know what, guys? You have to make your own opinions. I hope you all do well in the market. I made $333,000 today. If you guys want my trades in real time, all you have to do is become a Patreon member where I post all my trades in real time. Go to patreon.com/Raja Makes Money. Kenny and the research team post all their trades on our private Facebook page for all our Patreon members. But that's what I got for you guys today. And right after this, on my Big Jackpot channel, we're having been over 5 years on the Big Jackpot channel. And I'm going to do a Q&A for everyone. A lot of people have lots of questions to ask me. And we're going to knock all those questions out next for the next hour or so. And hopefully it's going to be a great show. Hopefully we got some good questions everybody's been saving up for to ask me. And you guys, you have my full attention, because when I'm live in the casino, it's so hard to, answer questions, read what's going on and everything. So this is nice. We got the studio. This will be our first time doing a Big Jackpot broadcast, both on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. But if it is your first time watching me here on Raja Makes Money, make sure you click that subscribe button or follow me on Facebook. And I'll see everybody in like 2 minutes on the Big Jackpot. Take care, guys, and best of luck tomorrow. Let's keep this green streak going.